Hey guys, how are you? I have one more minute. I want to make sure that I can see my chats here. And say hi. Hi. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. So, hey, I'm Carrie Ann Sullivan, aka the Wig Nurse. That's me. I love my wigs. I am a registered nurse. Yes, it just worked. Okay. So anyway, hey, I'm here tonight. So we're not going to really be talking about brands of wigs. We're going to talk about fit and how wigs work with hearing aids, glasses, and as a nurse, yeah, I have to wear like mass quantities of protective equipment, and especially with what we do here. Hey, Sin. Hey, Angela. All right, so the thing is about hearing aids, glasses, oxygen tubing. Like if you have to wear a nasal cannula all the time, you want to be able to still look cute, wear your wigs comfortably, and still be able to breathe, still be able to hear. It's kind of necessary. Just saying. So let's go ahead and just dive into hearing aids. So I have two types of hearing aids. I have one that's waterproof and one that isn't. The waterproof one is just a little bit bigger, and it does mean that I have to change what kind of wig I wear. Actually, the kind of cap that I wear. There are so many out there, okay? And my hearing aids, just Phonak, okay? This is my backup pair. And these things actually talk directly to my phone and my stethoscope. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm a nurse. I have to be able to hear people. Ha-ha! This is my stethoscope. So when I come at people with this, I have to explain to them every time that this part right here is basically the round part on a regular stethoscope. Just so you guys know, I promise you, I can hear my patients. And it makes it very loud, and this also gives me a little EKG on my phone. It's pretty neat. All right. And this device is called the Echo, EKO, and it's a device that can actually fit into hearing aid, not hearing aids, the regular, of course I have to get tongue-tied right now. It fits into a regular earpiece, just like a regular stethoscope. However, I have it hooked up directly to my hearing aids. That way I don't have to take my hearing aids out, put them in, and put them back. It's a mess. It's a mess. And I am so grateful for technology right now. All right, so here we go. You've got your hearing aids, okay? Do you see how big they are? And this has to fit behind your ear, as well as your wig, as well as glasses, as well as all, yes, technology rules. And it does put a bit of it can be discomfortable, uncomfortable, and a lot of discomfort. Haha. All right, so what I'm wearing right now is Alessandra by Jean Renault. And Alessandra, I have her, this is Midnight Cocoa, by the way. Now, Jean Renault has a cap that sits up off my ears, okay? Now, that is something that is very important to me for long wear, for all day. And it's very, you're gonna be absolutely miserable if you have a cap that's sitting down on top of your ear. And I'm going to give you an example of that. But let's take a look at Alessandra, okay? I have plenty of room in this cap, and as you see, I have about 1 centimeter from the back of my ear to the cap, okay? you need to have this clearance. And especially if it's over the ear. If you have the inner auricle or the inner ear type of hearing aids, of course, none of this applies. But this part right here is called the auricle of the ear. So if I use this term, the auricle, that's what this is. It's this part. Okay. We're going to call this the receiver because this is where all the information comes into to act as an amplifier. All right. So this right here has to sit right behind your ear. Well, if the cap is there and it's pushing it out like this, your ear is going to look like this. And it's miserable. And I'm going to give you an example. Aren't y'all proud I took my glasses off first? I'm proud. All right. Wig stand. There we go. So I have a Noriko, and this is one of my Norikos, and I just got her for example purposes. She's been cut on. Hey, Marla. Oh, Maria. I'm sorry. Hey! I don't have my glasses on. I'm sorry. So, hey, Maddie. Brianna. Hi, guys. All right, so as you can tell, bangs have been cut. And this is a Noriko, and this is Seville. And I'm putting my glasses on. So I want you to see how my hearing aids and my glasses fit together, okay? They sit like right next to each other. Now, this is the fun part. I have these tabs pulled in pretty tight. And this is a Noriko. Oh, Brianna, you're so sweet. Thank you. All right, so here we go. Noriko Seville, she's been chopped on and straightened and everything. Okay, just so you know, I know. I know. All right. But she is a perfect example of why you need clearance. Let me go ahead and press this down. Whoop. Yeah, she's, when I test out new pieces, this is one of the ones that I grab, and you'll see why in a minute. Not new pieces, new techniques of styling. Okay. But take a look at how my hearing aids, my glasses, and I don't like wearing like that. I wear my glasses over my ear tabs. And see how it's pushing down my ear quite a bit? Now, in order for this to be comfortable throughout the day, I have to push the receiver up into the cap. Here we go. And now the real terrible thing that is what this happens throughout the day, because when you push the receivers up into an open cap that does not have, and the wig does not have any permatease, it's very straight. You're going to walk around with that all day. And nobody's going to tell you. You're just going to be walking around looking like you have an antenna sticking out of your hair. Yeah. I'm really grateful for the women that I work with that told me about this, because here I was thinking I was good to go. Yeah, no. No. Not even a little bit. Let me get that back in where it belongs, because that's just uncomfortable. And Noriko's cap, for me specifically, I have to bring them down very, very low. And as you can see, the cap is sitting directly on my hair. It's already back up in the cap. Come on. All right. In order to get this to fit appropriately for me specifically, it's sitting right on top of that hearing aid wire, okay? And throughout the day, that wire can actually cut into the top part of your ear. and it's miserable. And yeah, it's just miserable. I don't know what else to say. It's so uncomfortable, itchy, and like on one piece that I had, it actually bled. I was not a happy camper. Now, I always hear people talking about permatease. I always hear people talking, I don't like permatease, permatease that, permatease this. Permatease is a hearing aid wearer's best friend. Let me explain. When you have a wig and the permatease is right around through here, and if you have to tuck this up so that you can have some comfort, unless the cap is closed, this has a tendency of always poking out through those wefts, no matter what you do, because we move, okay? Hey, Kim. So the thing is about that is that the permatease, as it's protecting those wefts and giving the piece a little bit more volume, when you have that little bit more volume, it's gonna cover your antenna. Works awesome. Love my permatease. I swear I do, but you're always gonna see me with curls, do the same thing, waves. One of my favorite pieces is Dance, and right now it's Dance by Ellen Villa. And Ellen Villa sits up higher up off my head. I have a petite head. I have a 20.75 circumference, okay? She sits up off my head. Ellen Villa, for me, is one of my favorite caps to wear. Anybody will tell you that. And it's because of the fit with the hearing aids. I don't go out of this house without them. I want to be able to hear people, and I can't. Not even a little bit. I rely on these tremendously. So I wanted to talk about the difference between the BelTress caps. And what I mean by that is that the Cafe collection and the new City collection are two totally different things as far as fit and as far as fit with these. When we heard back in November, December timeframe that BelTress was coming out with the new City collection, I'm not gonna lie, I have not really had a lot of BelTress. And it was because I had 4 pieces total. And I always had the Cafe collection pieces always sat pretty low on my ears. And they were definitely a true average. And could fit definitely the larger circumference heads, which is not good for people like me. Petite, and that has a petite head as well as hearing aids, glasses, and PPE. So I have Dalgona. This is Dalgona 23. I only have a couple pieces left because I ended up donating them. But I love this piece to just go out in, and then I come home and I take her off. But I want you to see the difference because I have Dalgona here in the average Cafe collection cap, as well as the new City collection Santa Barbara. And the way that they fit is very, very different. All right. So this is Dalgona 23, and this color here is Cinnamon Balayage, I believe. Yeah. And it had this particular color has been discontinued. I mean, I couldn't give this up. Look how pretty this is. No judgment. All right. So, yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so as you can see, the cap is sitting right on top of that wire. Okay, and it causes some significant discomfort over a long period of time. So I could never wear this piece to work. I couldn't wear any of my BelTress pieces to work. But guess what? I now can. Because I have the City Collection. So, Santa Barbara. Golly, she's awesome. So soft. So soft. Santa Barbara, and this particular color is dark brown plus HL. She's just so awesome. Let's fix that. But she sits behind my ears. I mean, it'd be good if they were straight, right? All right. But you see the wire is free. It is not up underneath that cap. I'm hoping you guys can see this. Can you see it? Wigs and Combat Boots, best name ever. Ah, hey. All right, so it does sit beautifully and it gives me enough clearance. It's about almost like a half a centimeter to a centimeter up off that wire, and it is pretty awesome, okay? Thanks, Kim. I appreciate you, honey. Tina Nicole, hey. So that is like a huge game changer for me for BelTress. I am ready to buy all the BelTress. All of them. I love them. And they make me happy. I got the new Milano from the Italian City Collection. And I've been wearing to work. I've been wearing to the grocery store. I love her. She makes me just woo, excited. All right. And this one, she's going to be the perfect work piece. Lovely. Okay. So if BelTress, the Cafe Collection, was causing you any kind of difficulties, give the City Collection a try. You have the new, I don't know that one. They have the new caps. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read. It's just not working. I'm going to have to just stop. I don't have my glasses on. But I have all the clearance that I need for my glasses, my hearing aids, and my mask. Now, if you are hearing impaired, wear glasses as well as a nasal cannula for oxygen. Now, I don't have any oxygen cannulas. They get kind of like upset when you take them from the hospital and you don't actually need oxygen. I'm just saying. So, but one of the things that you need to do for that is if you're wearing glasses and your hearing aid, as well as your nasal cannula, no matter what, you always tuck your hearing aid up into the cap, okay? And you just have to find the caps that fit, and that will work. And what I mean by that is that there needs to be at least a little bit of permatease here, or it has to be a voluminous style with some curl. Like, and I'm gonna show you that. Now I have Loop by Ellen Villa. She's a hot mess in a skillet right now with bacon fat, but I love her. All right. Now, a lot of people are not big into curls, and I get it. I need to tame these down just a tad. Give me a sec. A little bit of water. Never hurt nothing. All right. Now, these are, Ellen Villa is awesome. Okay. So, you tuck this up into this cap. okay? Even if it pokes through the weft, you will never see it, okay? Now, I'm not saying you have to have a big poofy curly wig. I'm not saying that at all. But to start thinking about, oh, I love the curls too. To start thinking about comfort. You still want to look cute. You want to be able to hear. You want to be able to see. And you want to be able to breathe. We make a little bit of adjustment and bam, we're still good to go. Because even with my hearing aid up, nasal cannula, and glasses, okay? And let me put them on. And because if you can learn to wear your glasses over your ear tabs, it does help a lot, I promise. Hi. So yeah, they can absolutely stretch up to 23 inches. Teresa, absolutely, absolutely. And then on top of that, you have plenty of stretch here, okay? So hearing aids, glasses, plus an O2 cannula, you still have plenty of room. And the O2 cannula would go under the ear tab, but your glasses would go over, all right? I have a bunch of patients I helped out with that, and they absolutely said it is great. Hi, Moscow. All right. So this is Ellen Villa's loop, and I believe this is espresso rooted. And it just does make a difference, okay? Because we still want to look beautiful, but we also want to be able to function. And this is like a really big thing. So I love Loop. I wear her to work a lot. She's super light. I have all the room. I do not have to tuck my hearing aids up unless I am wearing other PPE. And I wish I could bring my N95s and my masks. I have a respirator, and I have gone through, well, I've destroyed Dance by Ellen Villa, and I had it in espresso tipped, and my mom sent me another one for my birthday. Thank you, Mommy. So this is Loop by Ellen Villa. Now, I'm not saying that everything that I'm showing you guys is gonna work for you. That's the whole thing. So I definitely recommend clearance. Start with clearance. Find things that you think you may like to work the cap issue out for you. And then when you start wanting to buy these wigs, because the return policies on some of these retailers can get expensive. And what I mean by that is there's usually restocking fees. So if you're paying, you know, a little bit less and stuff like that, you'll always be able to tuck your hearing aid up. And then the other thing that you can do, I know that I always try to mention fit when I'm doing my reviews. See if they're talking average, you know, the different sizing. So I do feel that a lot of the influencers and the wig reviewers do a really, really good job of that. They may not have the hearing aids, but they always talk about the sizing and whether they feel it's an average, large, petite, average. Just pay attention to that. It makes a huge difference. But I started off with clearance. I was happy with it, and it made a tremendous amount of work little. All right, so I want to talk to you about Tressalor. Tressalor's cap, yeah, this is it. This is California Beach Waves, which incidentally is on sale. 40% off through the month of March at myhairmail.com. And she's fabulous. So, this one right here the difference between the Tressalure monotops versus their partial monos, there is a difference. Okay. Do you remember the Noriko that I showed you? They sit like that normally. But on the full monotops, they don't. I do not know why. There is just a different fit. All right. So this is California Beach Waves. And this particular color is a 2730 33H. And I cannot wear her, like if I wouldn't wear her to work anyway because of the heft. She's a little on the heavier side. But I do have some pieces that are very similar to her, like Arrow, but I wanted to try to show, I wear a lot of Ellen Villa, and Ellen Villa's Arrow is like my #1, and I wear her to work a lot. Excuse me. But I wanted to show you the different caps with these waves. Now, California Beach Waves has a little bit of permatease, and most of it is like right around through here, okay? Which makes this soft wave cover up the antenna. Okay, that's if it wasn't a good fit. Okay, so you would just do this, and the antenna are hidden. The receiver is hidden. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. I apologize. So, what is awesome about the Tressalure cap is I don't have to tuck it up. Now, if I had to add a bunch of stuff, my hearing aids, my glasses, the mask, and if I did have to wear an O2 cannula, this is one of those pieces where I would have to tuck it up, but I don't, not normally, okay? So just remember that curl and permatease are not your enemy with hearing aids, okay? They are not. And also, if you have a cap that fits you right, that fits you comfortably, that gives you that clearance behind your ears, that does not press down on this wire, okay? If you have all of that, you can wear all the straight pieces you want without that worry of it poking out, okay? But I am really glad I was able to talk about this because I've gotten a lot of, an awful lot of questions about the whole hearing aid issue because there is a pretty significant uptick since COVID in people losing their hearing. So I just definitely wanted to bring this to you guys' attention. Like I said, I wanted to try to answer some of these questions. And just remember, always go for fit, go for clearance. You want it to be about a centimeter to a half a centimeter off of that wire. You do not want it to sit right on top of your ears. And yeah, and remember, permatease and curl are not your enemy. Because it's very, very rare that you're gonna see me wearing straight unless the cap is almost perfect, because I'm all about comfort, okay? So it was awesome to see you guys. Make sure to check out myhairmail.com, who has literally supplied me with all of these awesome wigs, and sign up for their VIP, actually membership. And it'll be a pop-up box when you get on myhairmail.com. And I'm going to tell you, the savings. Oh my God, the savings. You're going to get these emails. And they are going to have some percentages on there that you don't see anywhere else as far as discounts. Just putting it out there. because it's pretty great. Angela is awesome about that. And I hope to see you guys on the My Hair Mail Facebook support group. And the clearance section on myhairmail.com. I love it, and it makes me happy. So, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be seeing you guys sometime this week. And love the hair that you choose to live in. And have a great day. Good night.